Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everyone who's watching, and welcome back to another video. So as I promised, I had two hypercars for review. So today we are going to do the second one. So here's the second one. So this is a Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Supersport. This does hold a Guinness record for the fastest car in 2010. Now this is from AutoArt itself. This is from their signature line. Now, as I said in the previous video, this again is not my car. This was provided to me by Albin, and I have left his Instagram account down in the description to also follow him on Instagram. So let's open this. So initially you do get this engine cover itself, and you get this cover, microfiber cloth, a tool to open the parts, and a magnifying lens. So there are a couple more things that come in the box, so let me just open those. So you get a handbook. Then this is something that is very interesting to me. So they do provide you with a certificate of authenticity. This is basically a license information and an authenticity certificate. You have the serial number of this model which is inside. Now let's move on to the car itself. So Bugatti Veyron is one of my favorite cars. I don't know, since I have seen what this can do, I've always loved the way it is made. I feel that this is one of the cars that is built to last. Now here's the car itself. Now as you see, it comes in this light, I think it's a dark blue color. Now Bugatti Supersport, the 1.6 version, was the fastest car ever made, fastest production car that was made in 2010. Basically this 16.4 Supersport was built specifically to beat the world record at that time. So this car, some fun facts about the Bugatti Veyron here. Now here, this car weighs about 2200 kgs, makes about 1200 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 time 2.5 seconds. Numbers that I'm talking about is almost a decade old. This, from the regular Veyron, this has about 200 brake horsepower more, and this has a sleeker design than the regular Veyron. Now the company claims, Bugatti itself tells that it reaches about 415 kilometers per hour as the top speed, but in the test, if you guys are fans of Top Gear, if you go to series 15, I think the season is 15, there they did the fastest run on this particular car. James May did that. I think he did about 415 kilometers per hour, but the Bugatti test driver himself did 430 kilometers per hour, and that is the top speed that is registered in the Guinness Book of World Records. Now if you look at the car from the front actually opens, so you have a boot in the front. Now if you look at the boot, you can easily see that this is textured. The texture is very nice. You can actually say that it is a real carpeting work that has actually been done there. Coming to the support structures here, the hinges and the pneumatic struts that is there, it is beautiful. It is telescopic, so very nicely done. Now if you look at the headlights itself, again the detailing is so nice. The alloys are very beautifully crafted, and you can clearly see the brake calipers and the carbon ceramic brakes in there, very nicely detailed. And the wheels of course turn on this, the axles turn, and the special part is the suspensions actually work on this. If you see here, it has a working suspension. That is amazing. And let's take a look at the engine. Now the engine itself, it's a W16 engine, basically two V8 engines that are merged to make the 16.4 liter engine. That's just amazing. And if you see closer, you can see a lot of radiators here. So fun fact, there are about 10 radiators in this car. To get nerdy into the facts, imagine this car has a radiator specifically to cool down the differential oil. Now let me know in the comment section below what does the remaining 9 radiators do. Like I said, there are 10. Now here, if you take a look at the rear itself, you see those iconic lights, the 4 part lights here, and you see Super Sport, then you have the grill here, and you see that beautiful aluminium exhaust outlets. They're very nicely made. Now let's take a look at the interiors itself. So this is how the doors open. Now if you take a look at the interiors, it gets a light blue interior matching the exteriors itself. Then you have this darker blue threads that is given. It is accented with the darker blue all over the interiors. You can see the speedo, the gear levers, very nicely done. The steering is also very beautifully detailed. If you look at the doors, also are very nicely detailed. It's amazing how realistic. I think this is the closest I would actually get to a Bugatti Veyron. I know there are few Veyrons in India, but I have never spotted one, and I think this is the closest that I would ever come to looking at how a Bugatti Veyron would feel. And if you come to the interiors, everything is textured. Now thank you to Albin for providing this particular car for a video, and I was very happy when he said one of the cars was the Bugatti Veyron, and this is one of the cars that I would love to own in 1:18 scale, because for me this was one of the cars that reached a level where the cars had not reached before, and this broke that barrier according to me. And I respect this car immensely, and I would definitely like to own one of these cars in 1:18 scale if I can afford it, and if I can find it, I would definitely buy one of these cars. Now thanks to Albin for providing this car for the video, and I will leave a link to his Instagram down in the description. Do go ahead and follow him. So that is all I have for this video, guys. Hopefully you have liked both the videos. If you have not watched the previous video, I will leave a link here. It is the Koenigsegg 1:1. And until next time, have a great day ahead. Bye.